Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Bhagavān Uvacha Indriyani Mano Buddhir Asyadishthānam Uchyate Etair Vimohayati Esha Jnanam Avritya Dehinam. Indriyani Mano Buddhir Asyadishthānam Uchyate Etair Vimohayati Esha Jnanam Avritya Dehinam. 3.40 Indriyani Mano Buddhir Asyadhisthānam Uchyate Etair Vimohayati Esha Jnanam Avritya Dehinam. Sri Bhagavān, after he stated how karma should be performed, and he also mentioned that karma, though one is not under the influence of modes, even though one is not under the influence of modes, yat yat acharata srishta tat tat eva tarojan. Because they have to set an example to the general populace, they should perform their occupational duties, naimittika dharma, to set an example like that. And when Arjuna asked, what is it that stops one from performing their naimittika dharma, then Lord Krishna stated that it is lust. Kamesha krodesha rajoguna sambhava. It's lust only, Arjuna. That is the enemy of a soul. There is only one enemy of the soul, and that enemy is lust. The enemy is not outside, but it's actually inside. And that is lust. And after stating that, now Bhagavan is saying, where this lust is located. Because when we know that somebody is an enemy, we will be able to, one will be able to attack the enemy and kill the enemy. Like that, when we know where this lust is within us, then one will be able to see who is sitting there, where the enemy is sitting there. How? Then one can see how one will not fall victim to the lust, how that lust can be not exactly killed. The lust is a strong force, very strong force. That force is actually from the soul. That strong natural force of the soul, strong natural attraction or pull of the soul is towards Bhagavan. That force is meant for Bhagavan. A strong force like, I want this. I want this. इतना want है, इतना strong want force. That is good, but that is to be placed on Bhagavan. So that strong want is not to be killed, but to be placed where it is supposed to be placed. I want Bhagavan, so I can see him happy. That's lovely. Strong force, right? Yeah. So, but when this strong force of I want, so let us hear where this strong force of I want. That's what actually basically lust means. I want that force, and when it is I want something, when this I want is other than Krishna, I want whatever other than Krishna, then that is lust. Why is it like that? When that I want is something other than Krishna, it brings inauspiciousness to the soul. It entangles the soul to this miserable world. Inauspicious. Mahatmana. Yeah, that is Mahapapmo. Mahashana, Mahapatmo. It is all devouring and all sinful. When that I want is something other than Krishna, oh, how precarious the soul's condition is. This natural, strong force is coming from the soul. How auspicious it is if it is going towards Bhagavan. How precarious and how dangerous it is if it's directed to anything other than Bhagavan. When this I want is directed to something of this world, our poor soul, Jiva, Mahashano, Mahapapmo, it gets entangled in this world and it gets destroyed, the Jiva, all devouring. The Jiva becomes a victim. Oh, poor Jiva. Poor us. Poor us. Ay, ay, ay. So this I want is to be directed within to the Lord in the heart. I want Krishna. Then that force will be liberating to us. It will be all auspicious to us. See what auspiciousness will come if the people around us, if the family or people around us start thinking of us. Say if the mother starts thinking, my children should think of me. If wife starts thinking, my husband should think of me, and husband thinks, wife should think of me. And in the relationships, the friends or whoever it is, if they think, oh, they should think of me, what auspiciousness will come? If a thought of somebody or something is not taking us to Krishna, what auspiciousness is there? Why should I think that my family should think of me? My children should think of me, husband should think of me, people around me should think of me. What auspiciousness is there? If think of me is leading them to think of Krishna, then fine. Otherwise, no, don't think. Think of Krishna only. That is the real auspiciousness. Whatever the relationship might be between two souls here, the auspiciousness comes only when the soul is attached to Krishna. That we have to understand. That's the real love. If we are really loving anybody, family members or anybody, if a relationship has to be auspicious, then the thought of a person should take us to Krishna. That's the liberating relationship, auspicious relationship. Yeah. So, where is this I want to force is sitting? Indriyani mano buddhi asyadishthana muchyate. This lust, this strong force is sitting on indriyani, mano and buddhi. Very specific, locating the points. The strong force is sitting on the senses. I want to eat this. I want to see this. Strong. This particular I want to eat, I want to see, I want to hear. Something of this world entangles the jiva to this world. What happens when all the senses are engaged in? I want to see something else. I want to hear something else. I want to see someone else. All these impressions are formed in the chitta. It goes into the mind. And even the buddhi also, intelligence. What happens is, when our senses get in touch with something that with no Krishna there, it entangles us to this world. A taste that was not offered to Krishna, and a sight or touch that is not relevant to Krishna, all of them, they entangle the jiva to this material world. And mind, a thought that is devoid of Krishna. Mind is thinking, feeling, willing, thinking of something other than Krishna. And thinking, willing, wanting something or somebody other than Krishna. Thinking, willing, and then feeling. The feeling follows. And you think of somebody, you want somebody, and then you start not only feel for them, you will start feeling them. These are potent energies, the mind. Very strong. Thinking, the thought, dhyayato vishayan pumsaha. Very strong energy. Where is this thought placed? There, it will bind us. Wherever thought is placed, our binding will be there. So how important it is that the thought should be placed on the right thing, so we will be bound to that right thing, and it will be auspicious and liberating for us with no misery. Where should that thought be placed? Savai mana Krishna padara vindayo, on the lotus feet of the Lord. What happens if it doesn't? If the thought is placed on something else other than the lotus feet of the Lord, it will entangle us to this material world, and then all devouring, all sinful, drag us down, causes misery to us. Such an important point. Mind is sitting within us, and mind is such a strong force. And if we ignore this constantly, constantly this mind force is in action. Constantly, such strong force. If it is not placed where it belongs to, that's where our miseries are constantly springing from. We don't give that much importance to this factor, but this is such a key factor. So much of doing may happen outside. But if we don't see how important it is to see where the mind is, then we are just dragged down to miseries. So it's important. Mind should rest, mind should be placed where it belongs to. Savai mana Kṛṣṇa padara vindayor. Then the thinking, feeling, and willing is all with Kṛṣṇa. Thinking of Kṛṣṇa, wanting Kṛṣṇa, feeling for Kṛṣṇa, and feeling Kṛṣṇa. How wonderful! Strongest force is within us, the mind. And dhyayat should go where it belongs to. Savai mana Kṛṣṇa padara. And the buddhi, when the buddhi, if the buddhi says, okay, this is where the discrimination and decision making, the buddhi should say, yes, the mind should be on the lotus feet of Kṛṣṇa. Otherwise, it will be entangling and miserable for you. Buddhi should be saying that. Instead, if the buddhi is saying, okay, place this strong energy on something of this world so you can get it. You can get it. That will be happy. If the buddhi is saying that, oh mahashano mahapapmo, Vittiyevayavairinam, doomed. If buddhi is saying that, buddhi should be directing the manas, mind, to in a liberating direction. So buddhi should be saying, no, hold on to the lotus feet of the Lord. These pulls will come. These strong urges will come from within because of the passion. But hold on to the lotus feet of the Lord. Hold on tight to it. Want Kṛṣṇa. Look at Kṛṣṇa. You want Kṛṣṇa. Don't get entangled in this world. It will be miserable. Buddhi should be saying that. Yeah, so these are the three places: senses, mind, and buddhi, manas, and buddhi. Now we know when these five senses want to go in a direction or want something that is not offered to Rishikesha, then we should know, oh, that's not good for me. It is entangling. When the mind goes on something else or someone else other than Kṛṣṇa, lotus feet of Kṛṣṇa, then we should know, oh, that's entangling. This strong force that is coming from within is actually a divine one and should go to divine. So this mind should go dhyayato Kṛṣṇa. Savai mana Kṛṣṇa padara vindayo. And when now we know when these words of intelligence, where should I lean? Where should I lean to? Who should I hold to? Then the intelligence should be saying, yes, hold on to eternal lotus feet of the Lord. That's where you will be liberated, how you will be liberated and happy. So these things should be happening within us. This is how we check. And this is how we are. This knowledge, the purpose of this knowledge is to liberate us from this entanglement and miseries and place us at lotus feet of Kṛṣṇa, where the eternal happiness is.